Hi, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Thanksgiving. Auntie Jess has already started drinking.
Yes.
Yep.
We are doing Friendsgiving. Today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, but this is going to be really our Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So we got the turkey in the oven, and then I'm going to chop up some vegetables and everything. We're going to have a surprise guest.
Yes.
And welcome to our holiday party.
Jessica brought a whole bunch of booze because when you are the bartender of the group, you go all out.
Especially our group that drinks a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty heavy drinkers. So
yeah. We're going to have some fun.
We're going to have a good time.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Okay, so Friendsgiving, we're here. Jessica, you had a fun adventure last week.
Oh my God.
Tell me all about it. I'm listening. I'm cooking all at the same time.
I went to Disneyland for the first time in my entire life.
Ooh.
I went to Disney World when I was 18, but I finally got to go to Disneyland. So a friend of mine took me. He was always going like all the time. He has an annual pass, which by the way are like $1,500.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that. But anyway,
Yeah.
So anyway, he said I was always like, can you bring me back some ears? And he's like, no, that's something you have to get there yourself.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have asked for yours too.
I know, right? And yeah, so finally I got my ears. They are 1989 Taylor's version blue.
They're cute.
They are. I know. They're like, he kept giving me a hard time about those two. It was really funny. He was like, those are original Disney blue ears. Like Cinderella blue. But listen, Tay-Tay.
There's a shirt debate. We'll get
There's a shirt debate that we're going to get into. But anyway, so it was crazy. So we got there. So we stayed at a Disney-friendly hotel.
Ooh.
And
what does that mean?
it wasn't part of Disney because those were $800 a night.
Yeah.
Literally $800.
Like Disney's out of control.
Like one room at Disney for like one night was the same as like our whole trip.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So we stayed at a Disney-friendly hotel across the street, and it was like
I mean,
literally.
that was expensive too, though.
It was
nice, though.
it was $160 a night.
Oh, that's not too
But
bad.
that's only because there was like a conference going on.
Ah.
But they have a shuttle that takes you to and from the park.
Yeah. Oh.
So
even better.
yeah, every half hour. So so I had to get up at 6:00 in the morning. Actually, what was cool is we left Monday night after work. Like I got.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
I got home because we were gonna go Tuesday, and then he added an extra night so that I could just like wake up at Disney basically.
Aw, that's so.
It was nice.
Magical.
It was very sweet. So we drove through the night and got there about 3 a.m. And the first thing we did, we woke up around 11 a.m., went to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the beach first.
You guys went to a nice.
We went to Thousand Steps Beach.
And Disney, what a charm.
This is what we did first. This is the first fucking thing we did. We went to breakfast and had the most epic breakfast sandwich at Sapphire. And then Thousand Steps Beach was like this kind of out of the like it was kind of like a hidden beach. If you didn't know it was there, you don't know about it. Anyway, so I'm like, why is it called Thousand Steps Beach?
He's like,
And then we get to the steps. It was 258 stairs.
gosh.
And
That's why they're all skinny.
That's not, yeah. Well, we kept seeing people like go up and down the stairs, just like jogging. And I'm like, no way. But anyway, so it's, it's not bad, like going down them. Not a big deal. But then, like, we spent about an hour and a half walking up and down the beach, and we had our feet in the water because it was November.
Yeah.
But it was really nice and very like relaxing, and it was needed. So then, after all that, I remembered that we have to go back up the stairs.
There's another 200 and some odd stairs right there, baby.
So he makes it up the stairs, like no probs.
Yeah.
And I'm having to stop every 5 stairs.
Oh, hell yeah, me too.
And he was like, this is like 3 shifts at Jimmy Kimmel's for you. I was like, pretty much. And like, so I'm stopping every like 5 or 6 stairs or every like platform or whatever. He's at the top of the stairs just like laughing hysterically, taking pictures, videos. You know. I get up to the top and I can barely breathe. It felt like 1,000 steps on the way back.
Now we understand the name.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on top of that, we parked in this like residential area, so we had to walk up another steep hill to get to the car.
Also, not to mention when you go to the beach, it's like you're parked a mile away from the beach as it is. Like those stairs were already a mile away from the water.
Pretty much.
Like
so no, the stairs like they led right down to the beach.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, it was
That's
cool.
Rich people shit.
You just like listen, there was a lot of rich people.
A lot of rich
people. I saw a lot of Caleithia's penthouses over there. Caleithia mansions. So then after that, we got back to the room, got ready, and we went to dinner at
where'd you guys go?
We went to Hearth Lounge inside one of the Disney park hotels.
And is that like a theme thing?
It was like
Kingdom of Hearts.
I don't know. It was Hearth. Like it was like looked like a ski lounge, I guess.
Oh.
But it was like an expensive one.
Oh.
And so what I thought was really funny, so I'm like looking at the cocktail menu and I'm trying to figure out what I want. And like nothing really like spoke to me, so I ordered my Oaxacan old fashioned. And the server was like, I don't think we have like let me just make sure we have all those ingredients. And I'm like, listen, I checked your bar already. You absolutely do. This is a very expensive place. You have it. Like, yeah, it's fine. And it turned out they made one of the best ones I've ever had aside from my own. So there's that.
I wonder if the bartender knew what you were talking about, but not the waitress.
The waitress wouldn't know, but the bartender, if I'd gone up to the bar.
Yeah.
So we each ordered this short rib lasagna for dinner.
Is it good?
It was delicious, but here's the problem. We could have split it.
Oh, it was massive.
It was I wish the server had kind of said something to us when we both ordered it, like
guys, you don't need
like how hungry are you?
That's funny. So how big was this portion? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like it was massive. And I got through half, he got through half.
That's funny.
And then by the end I had a half left and he had a half left, so we had one whole one.
Oh my gosh.
And then this crazy man, we put it in the fridge the whole week, like while we were like the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he brought it back to Vegas and put it in his fridge, and I'm pretty sure he ate it.
That's such a man thing. That is such a man thing. That is such a man thing. Okay.
So after all of that, so we were so full. Then we walked around downtown Disney, had some ice cream and all that stuff. So we get back to.
I've never been to downtown Disney either.
Oh, it was nice. So we got back to our room, and there was like all these bars. He doesn't drink, so I was like, "Damn it, damn it!
I want to go.
I just want to go to that place, and I want to go to that place, and I want to go drink there, and I want to go drink there." Oh God! So we get back to the room, and it's 7:00 at night, but we are so full that we just passed the fuck out. Like we just went to sleep.
That's funny.
That was it. And then I had to get up at 6 a.m. because I'm a girl and I had to do my hair and makeup.
Hell yeah, you're going to Disneyland, you gotta look cute.
He got up at like 6:45.
Yeah, that's a man.
So the shuttle picked us up, and actually it was funny because I forgot my sunglasses, so he went back up to the room to get them for me.
Oh, that's nice.
It was really, and I was like, oh, okay. It was really nice. Anyway, so the shuttle. Callie's over here like fucking shit up in a good way.
Funny. No, there was pressure in this thing. That's funny.
No, anyway. Well, this is the magic of Thanksgiving.
Right.
This is what it is all about. So we get there for rope drop, right? So it is like, so we go through security at like 7:30 in the morning, and we get into the park, but then they only let you go like up to the castle.
Yeah.
And then they drop the rope and let you guys just like run free.
Yeah.
Actually, they tell you you're not allowed to run because they don't want you to like stampede. Everybody pretty much went to Star Wars. We started heading over to Star Wars and saw it was closed down. So we went the opposite direction. And we hit up Pirates of the Caribbean first. Oh, I love that ride. And then Indiana Jones. Well, actually, we did Pirates of the Caribbean. Then we did Haunted Mansion. And then we were walking by Indiana Jones because Indiana Jones on the app said that it was shut down. So we were like, damn it. So as we get out of Haunted Mansion, we're like walking by and people are starting to line up at Indiana Jones. Like they had opened it and didn't say anything, so we got right on that ride.
Oh heck yeah!
Front row. It was awesome.
3 hours later.
I did a costume change and the turkey got done 3 hours early.
All right. Aside from that.
I guess we're just Disneyland.
So like 3 hours later, no, so we got through all of Disney by 11 a.m. and then we ended up at California Adventure like the rest of the night.
Okay. Your haunted museum?
You mean the Haunted Mansion? That was the second ride we did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
and then I did get to see Goofy, so I was really excited that I actually got to, like at least one character.
Yeah.
He healed my soul. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And then after we got to California, so after we finished California Adventure, by the way, there was like they serve alcohol.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So, like, even though he doesn't drink, he was like, oh, you can go drink over there, over there, over there. So he's like, I'll go get our food. You can go get your alcohol. I'm like, yeah.
Yes, sure.
And then we had a big meal and then went on Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a ride that goes up and down. So,
did you guys
and then once it got dark, we finally got to ride Splash Mountain, which is Tiana's Bayou Adventure now. And in November at night.
Dude, I have such a great Splash Mountain story too.
And they put me in the front row, so of course I was freezing. And we did the Star Wars. He paid the extra $50 so that we could get through Star Wars.
Oh.
Without me missing the fireworks show.
Good.
And then the next day we got up super early to come back, and we went to the beach. We went back to that same breakfast spot, and then we went back to the beach. He almost had to save some old lady.
Why?
Oh, this is great. This story is awesome. This is an awesome story. Okay, so it was high tide, and like the waves were like crashing like big time, right? But they were like kind of like crisscrossing, and so there were these two kind of like plateaus and then it just kind of like dipped. And so he and I were over here, like we were like off, like on the higher ground kind of thing, just sitting there watching, just like chilling, like watching the waves or whatever. And we'd kind of like walk up to the water every now and again. But then this old lady walks up but she's like in the dip, like in that drop down kind of thing. And she's standing there in the middle of it all, like with her like pants on, and she's like trying to like hold her pants up, right? And then a wave comes crashing on her, like big time, comes crashing on her, gets her all wet, and then she kind of falters, right? And he goes, man, I really don't want to have to save an old lady today, but I guess I'm gonna have to. And then 2 minutes later, the lifeguard walks up.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
This is how I imagine that conversation went. Ma'am,
What the hell are you doing?
the water's very cold. Really don't want to have to save anyone today. So let me tell you about what high tide means. So she moves her chair. Her and her husband move their chair up, like they move their chair back like 5 feet, as if that did anything. So
like,
we're back further, and we're just watching the waves crash up on this old couple because they still don't understand what's happening.
I mean, like, how dull are you to like life?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it reminds me of this one video I saw of this lady. She was like, it's like they're walking on the beach and there's fucking flags everywhere. There's red flags everywhere.
Oh, that video!
It's like there's no flags anywhere.
Oh, that video!
There.
I can't, like, that video.
That's what it reminds me
that video went all over TikTok. Like, literally was like, I didn't see any flags, but she literally walked right by a red flag.
Like, it was like...
yes, it was just like that. So, and then we got back in the car and came home, and that was that.
I mean, that sounds like fun.
It was a great vacation, and we came back to F1. That kind of sucked.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Did you see any Taylor shirts?
Oh, okay. So while we were getting on the Cars ride, I saw a lady with a shirt that said, "A lot of magic going on at the moment." And I was like, of course, underneath my Disney shirt, I'm wearing my Go Taylor's Boyfriend shirt. And so I was like, I walk up to the lady and I'm like, oh my God, I love your shirt. And then I like lift up my sweatshirt, like I'm like flashing her or whatever, so she could see like Go Taylor's Boyfriend shirt.
That's funny.
And and she's like, yes. And then we're like get in line, and he goes, just because she didn't know what you were talking about. I'm like, that is a Taylor Swift shirt. And so I'm like showing him pictures of the Eras tour and everything she wore during the Red era. Showing him pictures And he's still like, well, I have white shirts at home that have like black lettering and red letters, and I'm like, stop. Like, it was the same words. And he goes, well, that's a Disney shirt. It has a Disney logo. And I was like, she made that because Disney does not, like, Disney would not sanction that shirt. Neither would Taylor. Like it's all, no, there's no way. So then, on the way out, I see a group of 6 people all wearing the same sweatshirt. And it was the Eras Tour sweatshirt, but it was Disney. And on the back, they had, like, different, like, dates or whatever, like, but it was, like, Disney parks and, like, just different, like, Disney things. Like, so it looked like a tour shirt. And so I walk up to them, and I'm like, hey, guys, there's 6 of you here. Just to be clear, these are all Taylor Swift inspired, correct? And they were like, hell yeah, absolutely. And he is still in denial about it. Like, he's like, that's not, that Jessica, they don't, no, that's it.
They're just being nice.
No. Yes. No. There was full-on Swifties. There are Swiftie Disney adults.
Everywhere. Of course there's Swiftie Disney adults.
I mean,
a good demographic.
I literally have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
Like there are so many Disney adult Taylor Swift fans that it's nauseating.
Yeah.
They seem like, not trying to be mean.
There's a lot of
the same bunch. Sorry. Okay, I love them.
There's a lot of crossover.
There's a lot of crossover. But we have a special guest.
We do. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. It's
been like years. It's been like years.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Who is it?
Christina Balonek is here!
Oh, the cat is.
Oh my God, can I tell you guys right now? He told me that this cat will attack me at the top of a hat, and she's been crawling over me this whole time. She's not afraid.
Listen, no, she only when you like you really get she gets comfortable with you. She bite. I mean, she bite.
Here, right, I'm gonna give you that mic so I can eat this pie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Christina. Christina, welcome to the show. I
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Oh, hey, twin. Twinsies.
She showed up to the house, and I was like, "Oh my goodness."
What are the chances?
Actually, the chances are pretty high.
It is.
You guys both like cats.
Yeah, it's true.
Weird clothes.
We're also like. And weird shit. It's true. It's true.
We do.
That's so funny. True. So what is going on? You just hosted Tuscany.
I did.
How
it
did
was
that go?
fun.
How was the turnout with F1?
Honestly, not good. Not good, Jess. Not good. My core friends were there. We were missing a couple singers because like they couldn't even get one of my friends, Mandy, was like, "I'm so sorry I couldn't make it." I'm like, "Girl, you had 2 gigs on F1. No, you weren't gonna make it. I knew you weren't." But we had fun. It was good.
I told Joe D'Annunzio that I wouldn't be back until after F1 was over because it's just impossible to get there.
Yeah, I also.
It's like a mile away. It's like one turn from where I'm at, and you still can't get there. So.
Yeah, it's crazy right now with F1. But you know what? It looks like a lot of fun and all that other stuff.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So.
You have what's that other gig that you have with the band that doesn't have a name yet? Is that it? Is that the name of the band?
There are a couple bands. That one is me and Jazz.
Right.
The CB Radio.
Okay.
But the Max and Jazz one that I always do is the Guys and Doll. So that's that jazz band that I'm with.
Do you mostly like performing jazz music?
No, I just get paid for it. Jazz was not my first choice. It's not my first. I mean, I love, funny enough, ironically, my favorite kind of music is instrumental jazz, which is a kick in my own dick.
Yeah, as a piano player, like I can't play jazz at all. I'm classically trained. Like it is awful. Like I can't do it. And
You're sharing with me.
Okay.
No, I know. Listen, we only got 2 microphones here, folks. It's okay. We're getting there with the hillbilly house. One at a time. The yellow and the blue. We'll figure it out. No. No, but what was I saying? Gosh, Daddy. Oh, yeah. No, jazz is just not one of my things that I can do at all. At all. Like you can try to teach me, and I'm like. That doesn't sound right. I'll let you guys do it.
Yeah, it's funny.
But
it was hard to do. We were doing like a little bit of a showcase of Guys and Doll because half the band is in my band of Guys and Doll. So we did a bunch of those songs, but it's so good when I have the projector behind me because I have like the Che La Luna, and I didn't have those projections. Normally it's Leonardo DiCaprio's face, but then this time I was like, I have that stupid blown up photo of Brandon's stupid head that I put on a poster, and it was just actually Sam did it for me. It was really nice. I was like, can you help me with this? And he's like, I'm already looking up stupid photos right now. I'm like, okay, good.
Thank him for me.
Fantastic. And I see it in the future of just putting Brandon's face on shit because it's funny.
It's really funny.
It's so good.
And I feel like it's also like, also it's kind of like unexpected too.
Unexpected,
yes. And like the least amount, like I don't know how to explain this person. Like they just like you could just I don't know. I don't want to say they're underwhelming, but you know what I mean. Like very chill, very calm manner, just like okay. And then you give him something like blow up his head and just like, look, it's all about you, buddy. And then they're just awkward and it's funny.
I like making him like mess up during the song.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know
what I mean? Like it's always my song. So it's like you would think I would care, but I just don't.
How hard is it to set up for like a Tuscany show like that? Like, do they give you a lot of preparation?
Oh, no. That, we just did it on the spot. Oh, that's why it's good to do songs that you've already done. Like, you know, I did 5 songs for my show.
It's almost like a rehearsal then for you.
Yep, it was a paid rehearsal for me. I'm so excited. I got paid to make my band practice my music. Well, our music.
And like, honestly, when Jessica and I talk about the Tuscany gig, it's always that. It's like, it's a great place to like try material out.
Oh, yeah,
and, like,
totally.
See what your peers think and like get the connections. You know, I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
It's a nice hot spot for singers.
It is. Well, that's fun.
You also never know who's going to show up, too. Like, that's what
it's always really random. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a lot of fun. And also, like, we were talking about, like, the setup of it all. Like, it's such a great way to get people into that place because, like, we would not be hanging out there at all if there wasn't, like, a thing. And it's perfect because it's, like, people get to promote and they get to have fun and...
I always send my bar guests there on Fridays.
Yeah.
I always, if I don't send them to the droids, I'm like, if you guys want to, get off the strip a little bit, and you want to see every single entertainer in town all in one place, so you don't have to go to multiple places. They're all in one place, so you just go here.
That's
cheaper drinks.
Pick one.
Cheaper drinks.
Yeah, cheaper drinks.
Cheaper drinks. Yep, that was a thing.
Yeah, good. What does your 2025 look like?
Well, it's not quite booked yet, Callie.
I'm asking all such nice questions. I'm really diving in.
This is a very dodgeball.
The thing is so I lost my pianist until January. So actually, and especially now that I lost that freaking USB of my show, I now have to do the show again so I can record it. Kenny Davidson.
Oh, yeah, him too.
Oh.
Yeah, this girl does not have...
Wait, you play piano? I do. Oh, shit, Callie. We can do a show then before January. It's my pianist that I'm missing.
Well, we could.
Actually, that would be so awesome.
It would be awesome, but like the amount of practicing I would have to do.
But like a one night only, like you just like.
Unless we just do chords, because I can pull chords out of my booty hole like nothing.
Oh yeah, those are easy.
That's years of church music for you.
That's good. Good.
Just the same thing over and over.
I could teach you champagne poems, but I would have to
I'd put
color
little
code
things.
or
Yeah,
number.
I would number them
and like dumb it down for you.
Right?
No, it really is easy. That's why, like, especially it's so funny because I looked on my Instagram post when I first on our reality check page when I first talked about it, and I even said I was like simple piano riff. Like I even mentioned it then. No, it is really simple. But well, that's exciting. I mean, listen, 2025 is exciting. I mean, like. I'm ready just to take it on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the one thing you're most grateful for this year? Since it is a Thanksgiving show.
Yeah.
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I have a show even though I don't have the recording of it anymore.
You have the opportunity.
I did it. It existed.
That happened to AJ too when his bass got stolen.
I'm like, why the fuck would you just take my USB? What the fuck?
Yeah, AJ got his bass back, but he like didn't get his music back.
You know what? I think it's
Am
like...
I allowed to say all that? Sorry,
yes.
I said fuck 5 times already.
Yeah, no, so did I. You're fun. No, Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's like some bandit that like other musician bandit that's like trying to like break the scene, and that's who's breaking into y'all's cars.
You know what? It's punk ass kids because I came home from work one night last week and there were like 10 kids, like teenagers, like way young kids, and it was so late, and they all kind of like scattered, and I did the old woman hag thing to them, and I was like, "You fucking kids! I know you stole my shit!" So I'm like, I paused in the car, and I just kind of froze there, and they all went, and they all ran away. I'm like, "I know you fucking stole my weed, you shitheads!" No, it was you. I know it was you. I just wanted to scare them away from my home, but I wasn't really pissed about the minimal things that they stole from my car, but the fucking USB.
Well, it's just annoying because it's not something you can replace easily unless it's on somebody's computer.
I only have one woman who recorded it fucking September 19th. I've already reached out to her. I haven't heard anything back.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak behind you.
So yeah, like I have to redo the show and remember how I did it so I can do it again. Fuck, oh my god, I was sweat still, but it sucks.
I mean,
Come see
maybe
my show.
I don't know what I'm going to do about my show.
It's gonna be mediocre.
But maybe what this means is that you have to record it and then it's going to be better.
Well, hands down, it was always going to be better.
What do I need? I don't know.
Potatoes. It looks lovely, Callie.
Yes, with the seasonings looking like little ants. Ew. Yep. That's what I do in my brain. That goes in there. Well, I mean, that's good. That's exciting. I know we're excited for new adventures this year, and
I feel like we learned a lot, like through our show, like this year. We learned like doing a live show, and then like figuring out, because we were able to start in the beginning of January with like our YouTube show, and oh man, our last episode was like the best one that we've done. Yeah. Because we talked about Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
And we named it The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
Oh, yeah. He's a country artist, and he's exactly like a stereotypical country artist, big truck, asshole. Behaves. It's wild what happened.
Jealous when his girlfriend sings other men's country songs.
She was singing. She was singing another guy's song, and he was like, "You don't sing other men's song in my house." And I was like, "You are not better than Johnny Cash. You are not better than Gerard Way.
Well, listen,
you are not better than anybody." Like Zeppelin.
She was coming down the stairs. She was coming down the stairs, and she's like, "Last night we let the liquor talk," and he's like, "Hey, yes," and he's just, "Hey, you can't be singing other men's songs." And because of that, because she like. They offered her he offered her a $12 million NDA, and she turned it down. So she's just like spilling all the tea. And because of that Morgan Wallen song like went to like number 1 on it. Like it just like shot up the charts because everyone's like, everyone's in protest of Zach Bryan. So they're all listening to Morgan Wallen right now. Hilarious. But it was like, he's just the crazy shit that dude did. So, you know, our show, it's growing and we're,
you know what? It's just so funny because it's like, it's just exciting to see things grow extra quick and do what we want it to do. It's like, oh my god, it's happening.
Like in day 1, like we like a couple hours later, it was like already like the views were like what?
Yeah, we were like, what's happening? But I don't know. I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yay!
What's going on in football world?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
it tells me the football drama as drama, so it's entertaining because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the Chiefs played the Panthers, which the Panthers are a very shitty team. They are like it's the Panthers and the Jaguars, and I honestly think it's the Jaguars though that like they can't pay. No. So when the Chiefs played the Panthers over the weekend, there was a lot of red in that crowd. There was like not a Panther fan to be found. Like, and the Panthers played probably their best game all season, and almost beat the Chiefs, who are like 10-1. They're 10-1 now, but man, I was sweating it, and I was like, "There's no way that Mahomes is like gonna let the Panthers like. There's no way. They're the worst team in the NFL."
They haven't lost anything yet.
I mean,
oh, she's really into football.
Oh my god,
I don't know what the
no, dude, no, dude, they're so bad. It's like the Raiders lost to the Panthers. That's how bad the Raiders are. Like
the Raiders are really bad.
Like so I saw a video of the Panthers, their stadium, their tickets. To go see a Panther game, you can go see the Carolina Panthers play for like $10, and still no one goes. Like, it's not a thing. Like, they suck that much. It's pretty bad. But the Chiefs are playing the Raiders again on a special Black Friday game.
Right, my dad's real excited about it because my dad's a super Chiefs fan, I found out. And he even said, he's like, everybody wants to hate them because they're always winning. And I said, yeah, that's me, Dad. I'm me. Hi, I'm your daughter.
Well, listen, I say they're on my roster. I have like a roster, okay? Like, as an LSU fan, follow Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's on the Bengals. Mm-hmm. But then, like, you have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which I found out hasn't played all season because of the shooting that happened at the Super Bowl parade last year when the Chiefs won. Because he rescued a little boy. Yeah. I forgot about that. So Helaire he plays defense for the Chiefs, and he rescued a little. Actually, I think he plays on offense. I can't remember, but anyway, he's like a bigger dude, right? Mm-hmm. And like there was a shooting at the Super Bowl parade last year in Kansas City, mm-hmm. and this little boy was like in danger of being stampeded, and he lost his family. So Helaire got up, he scooped that kid up and carried him to safety. Oh, man. And so I guess that like triggered him because he has like PTSD, and I think it was Helaire because Helaire played for LSU, and I think the Saints were going to draft him, and Hilaire's mother went to the Saints organization and said, don't draft my son, he's got to get out of Louisiana, like he's got to get out of New Orleans. And so that's how he ended up I think he was somewhere before Kansas City, and then he like ended up at Kansas City. So, but he was getting into a lot of trouble and all that kind of stuff. So it brought back all of that stuff. So he has like PTSD and hasn't played for the Chiefs all season, which is kind of sad because he's really great. Yeah. So anyway, so because he's an LSU player, and obviously Taylor Swift, I love Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce, because it's like when your best friend finally like finds a good dude and everyone's cool with it. Mm-hmm. Like Callie's over here waiting for that moment for me.
Don't know what it's like. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to be nice.
So anyway, so like the Bengals are like my number one team that I follow, and then like the Chiefs, and then the Detroit Lions, who have had a really like shitty like go of it for the last 35 years. Last year nearly made it to the Super Bowl, but they missed it by one game. This year, the Lions and the Chiefs have the same record, so I'm thinking they're gonna face each other in the Super Bowl, which I'm really hoping for, because it's kind of been a Cinderella story for the Lions. Yeah. What I think is hilarious is like Saquon Barkley, who plays for the Eagles. He was playing for the Giants, and I keep seeing, so all these other like TikToks, like all these like videos are coming up of like when they decided to let Saquon Barkley go. Like he played for the Giants fucking suck. They are right down there too. They are right there in the gutter. It's like the Patriots, the Raiders, the Panthers, and the Giants are all fighting to be the worst team in the league so that they could get the number one draft pick. Because if you have the worst record in the league, you get the number one draft pick. And that is how Joe Burrow ended up on the Cincinnati Bengals. Because they fucking sucked. And then so they got Joe Burrow, who's like this incredible quarterback. So anyway, so all these videos are surfacing of like the coaches like talking about like letting Saquon Barkley go from the Giants, and then they're like, oh, why don't you know? And they said it so nicely. They were like, well, listen, we were thinking that like after this season, you just kind of find out like what your worth is. Like, and he's like, okay.
What does that mean?
And then, yeah, right? It means like he's a free agent. He's off the team. Like they let him go.
Oh, I see.
And so... And then he walks away, and then like all the coaches get together, and they're like, "Yeah, there's no way like there's gonna be a team that's gonna pay him what he wants. Like there's just not gonna be no way." And then one of the coaches, he's standing there leaning up against the wall, and he goes, "Man, I'm gonna tell you, if he ends up on the Eagles, I don't think I'll be able to ever sleep again."
Oh.
And he's on the Eagles, and he's their star running back.
Damn.
and like this man did like a hurdle. So he like the 3 weeks ago, the what's his face? Why do I always forget the quarterback's name for the fucking Eagles? Anyway, so I'll think of it later on. Anyway, so he gets the pass, he receives the ball, and I think it was the Giants or somebody. They were coming after him, and this motherfucker does like a hurdle, like straight up, like hurdles over this dude, and it was so crazy that the Eagles organization drug tested him after the game. Yeah, it was like
That's some PCP.
what is this dude on? Like, so then he like scored like a 70-yard touchdown the other day. Like he just went to town. I think it was against like the Giants or the Jaguars or somebody shitty. I don't care. Like it really doesn't matter, because I like watched this dude just like get the ball and just run, and it was stupid. And so he's like their star player. And then speaking of like star players, like again, so like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase should both demand to be traded on other teams, because their stats are so like Joe Burrow has like MVP status, like as far as like his passing yards and touchdowns and all that. Like you would think with between his record and Jamar Chase that they'd be right up there with the Chiefs, and they've only won 3 games. And they're all against the shit teams. Like they suck. And so like Burrow is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, by the way. Highest paid quarterback.
And they're on his ass about being like, they're like, come on, buddy, you're the highest paid quarterback. Why aren't you winning?
Oh, that's why that was my thing. I was like, motherfucker, act like you're the highest paid quarterback.
Come on now.
But like you're losing games. What the fuck, man? But it turns out, Joe Burrow has 784 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, meaning like he'll throw the ball and it's completed. Like nobody's like stealing the ball like midair or whatever. He's one of the best QBs in the NFL, and his talent's being wasted. Jamar Chase in 11 games has 73 receptions, no fumbles, never dropped the fucking ball, right? And 1,056 yards.
I know. I'd be wrong.
1,056 receiving yards with 12 touchdowns in the last 11 games. Like triple crown wide receiver. You have one of the number one quarterbacks in the one of them like. Just one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the NFL, and your team sucks?
Well, I guess that's like, I don't know. Come on, guys, get together.
And then
I don't know how to play football, but get it together.
Listen, and then
you need to get your shit.
And then the most exciting thing to come out of college football is that Alabama was eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, when Alabama loses, America wins. Remember when like Tina would always like, oh, the Patriots, and they were always winning, and they had Tom Brady, and they won all the time, and we're like, fuck the Patriots because they always win. Well, Alabama is like the college version of the Patriots, but right now, but then after Nick Saban left, they became basically like rebuild year, I guess. But they've had a rebuild year for like 2 years. Anyway, so they got beat by not Florida. They got beat by Oklahoma. There's no playoff contention for them, even though they're in complete denial. They're like, we can still make the playoffs, guys. We can still make the playoffs. We can still do it. No, you fucking can't. They lost 24-3. Like, no, you fucking can't.
I know, right? She's like,
because
it was a great game.
Because it was Saturday and I was working and we weren't busy, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? That was me.
No, that looks like a penis, but
that was me. And then Florida beat Ole Miss, and yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Listen, I'm interested to see what's going to happen at Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs are going to be there. It's pretty obvious they're going to be there.
Yeah, all last season they were like having these games where they were ugly. They just squeaked by. But once they got to the playoffs, Mahomes was like, "Fuck this! I mean business."
What time does Super Bowl normally start? It's normally in the evening.
It's like at 5:30, which means I'm off work.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll be home by then.
You're so
Oh man, last year, this was a great story. Last year for the Super Bowl, it was the Chiefs and the 49ers, and my uncles one of them is a 49ers fan, the other's a Cowboys fan, God rest his soul. Oh, he's not dead, but like God bless him. The fucking Cowboys, man. No, anyway, so there's a 49ers bar that they like to go to. But of course, I'm wearing my Chiefs jersey, and on top of my Chiefs jersey, because it was kind of chilly out, I wore my Taylor Swift 1989 cardigan. And they're like, "Well, let's go to the bar and have a couple drinks and watch the game for a little while." So of course, I walk in my Chiefs jersey, and surrounded by 49er fans, in my Taylor Swift fucking cardigan.
And then they win.
and then it got to a point, and then anytime and then something happened, and then the 49ers had a turnover, and the Chiefs got the ball back, and I'm like, yes! and then Uncle Jimmy's like, fuck, we gotta get her out of here. And so they literally grabbed me and hauled my ass out of that bar.
Oh no.
Oh, so I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl this year.
So funny.
I just have to say, so as we know, the Eras Tour is ending.
Oh my god, please don't remind me, because I listened to the manuscript a couple of times. And sorry, I had to fight back tears listening to the manuscript. And
listen, you had your moment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My Chemical Romance is coming back. I mean, for those of you who don't know, My Chemical Romance is like my Britney Spears, Taylor Swift. It's like my coming to music. And so they came out, they posted this photo that was very like Russian-esque text that said MCR, and everyone's like, oh fuck, it's a new album, they broke up, but they're back together, baby. And so instead they posted the Long Live the Black Parade tour. Now, just like Taylor Swift,
they're having their own Eras tour, the Great War moment.
But it's so funny because like when Jessica was first getting it, like really diving into the Taylor stuff, I was like, girl, I did this with My Chemical Romance. It was so much fucking fun. Like, this is why I enjoy it so much. This is why I, let you tell me the stories. I dive into it because I did it with my
The Easter eggs are fun, man. All the puzzles. It's a good time.
It's like, first let me give you a little backstory of the Black Parade. And that will make sense for my theories of what this is.
See, the Eras tour is ending, so it's My Chemical Romance Easter egg time.
It is now my Eras tour. So one thing that I think is really weird is that they're doing this tour on the 19th anniversary of the Black Parade instead of the 20th. But I think there is something to do with that.
Probably the 20th, they're going to announce a new album.
But it's going to be after the tour.
Yeah, so.
I think they're going to have that album on tour. Because once...
what Taylor did?
Kind of, yeah. So, okay, so
it's
the Black Parade itself is a concept album. It's a rock opera. And it is about... And also, Gerard talks about the Black Parade being their alter ego. So when we talk about the Black Parade, we're talking about the band, the Black Parade. Not My Chemical Romance, but the band, the Black Parade. So there's a little difference. When they were on tour for the Black Parade, they would come out, do the album from front to end as the Black Parade, go back, get into My Chemical Romance gear, and then do a whole My Chemical Romance show afterwards. So like, it was phenomenal, and I was this far away from Gerard Way, and I cried.
It doesn't like I sat there and told Callie about all my Taylor stories like at the show, and she's like, "Bitch, I lived through that."
Been there, done it. So, hold on, let me just start Spice Girls.
Yeah, me too. Well, who fucking didn't? If you didn't like the Spice Girls, you had no soul.
Right? It's true. So, okay, a little overview of the Black Parade. So, it is about the patient who is dying of cancer. Really nice story, right? So he dies of cancer, and so like the first few songs, the first one's called The End and Dead, and it's just pretty much like the patient is dying, he dies. And as he goes to the afterlife, he is presented with the Black Parade. And the Black Parade is a band, and each individual member has died a weird way, but the Black Parade picks him up, hence the song Welcome to the Black Parade, picks him up, joins him on the parade, and the whole entire album is about giving him stories that conflict his morals and characters to help him choose eternal salvation.
It sounds familiar.
Or eternal damnation. Well, you know what? Mine happened in 2006. So...
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
You're like, oh. So you have this patient, and he meets a bunch of characters, and these characters have names, like the little guy, Pepe, he's in his little marching outfit.
It's like the folklore album.
Yeah, so each member has a backstory, and like famous last words, well, now that I'm thinking about it, we can dive in. So famous last words.
We'll dive into that later.
Yeah,
that's a whole other show.
Famous last words is the last song on the album, on the Black Parade, and like the starring thing that like the very last thing is, I'm not afraid to keep on living, I'm not afraid to walk this world alone, because he has gone through these struggles and in our heads has chosen eternal salvation, right? So we're like, cool, he chose God, I guess. I don't know. So all this is happening, but there is a bonus track called Blood, and this is where it's going to tie in, guys. Do I know? So there's a bonus track called Blood, and it's a silly little like, I'm gonna like there's a bunch of blood everywhere. It's a goofy song, and it's like he sings like da 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 operation, like really stupid, like timesy, right? So the Black Parade happens. They have come out multiple times since the Black Parade, since 2006, and said there's a continuation to this album. We just don't want to release it right now because it's too gimmicky. Like, oh, we're just gonna do this again, guys, and that's not the vibe they wanted. And then they wrote another album, and it was so sad it broke up the band. So maybe we won't do that one. So then back to current time. Yeah, they wrote 2 albums that they didn't release.
That sounds like some Stevie Nicks shit.
A
Yeah.
lot of wasted time.
Well, honestly, I will always say My Chemical Romance is like, we're here to tell a story. And as soon as we can't, we're not here. And they have kept true to that. They're like, we didn't like it, so we're not doing it. I'm like, shit. Fuck.
Dude, Panic at the Disco's coming back too.
The one person in Panic at the Disco. Right?
Fred and Yuri.
Same thing with Evanescence. So, okay, so the Black Parade is here. So we have this video, and it's called Opera. And it is a dictator walking in to his kingdom. There is a bunch of like higher ups sitting in chairs, and they're like petrified. And they're like laughing, but they're petrified. The dictator comes in, he opens the door, and it's like everyone's like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, brother. And he's like very World War II-esque, like Hitler-esque, like just gross type leader. And it has a lady starting to sing opera, and it's just like this awful screeching. And then it ends. And that was, hey, this is our tour. Here's my theory, guys. Okay.
This is me. This has been me for 2 years that Callie has had to deal with for 2 fucking years.
Okay.
Callie's like waiting for December 8th so she can stop hearing about it.
So, hold on. Oh yeah, so everyone's there. Okay, I just want to make sure I got all my notes. Okay. So my theory is, I think that the dictator is the patient, and the patient went off to become this dictator in this Neverland, and now has control over all these people. Or my next theory is that there is a dictator that got so close to death he saw the Black Parade and wants to use it for bad. So the only way to get to death is to kill. And so he has all of his little members there shaking, terrified, because he's going to off them one by one to get closer to the Black Parade.
This is Callie's version of, hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? What was her other sister? A princess!
Yeah, so like, there's a lot of like, it could be anything. This is just my like base predictions off of the little things I've seen. And like, I listened to the whole album again today because I'm like, I gotta get ready. And so,
this is me.
Let me just make sure this is my Reputation album. Nothing's confirmed. There's no album confirmed.
The Reputation Taylor's version. We're still fucking waiting on the goddamn album.
Yeah, like we're just assuming, or like, I don't know. I just know that I think they definitely rewrote songs for it. I think they probably used some old ones and like rewrote them.
Yeah.
But what I think is like somebody said also, which I thought was kind of funny. So Amy Lee is opening up for that, or Evanescence opening up in Tampa, and Evanescence is known for using very like operatic voice, and also like she wrote Mozart's Lacrimosa into a rock song. I mean, she's known for that, and the fact that their first thing is called opera and they put Evanescence on tour with them is like, what are we gonna get? So, fun story. September, I was planning to go to Florida. I was like, I'm gonna take my happy little family to Florida to see my best friend. I love my best friend in Tampa. And so I've been planning this trip. I've been looking at flights. I'm like, oh, this day would be good. Or maybe this day. Or maybe this day. And then My Chemical Romance releases this tour. And tell me why they're in Tampa in September. What?
September of next year?
Yeah, in 2025. And then tell me why Evanescence is the opening band. And who made me want to play piano? Miss Amy Lee herself. So the fact that they're both there at the same time, I'm just like,
it's fate.
It's fate.
I kind of almost want to go so I could just be there with her, like. That would also be like me making Callie go to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, right? Tickets. I mean, Ticketmaster did exactly what they did to Taylor Swift to us. I mean, I'm surprised people were surprised about that.
Dude, check this shit out. So her final show, December 8th. They released the behind the stage tickets, so you can't see shit. But they're $15.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was just a matter of she wants as many people there, because that stadium only holds like 49,000 people. Like, she wants like as many people there, because I think some shit's going down. But anyway, within minutes, like, some people did get tickets for $15. Like, fuck yeah, if I got tickets for $15, I'd be there. Fuck yeah. They're already on StubHub for $3,000. You can't see anything. You'll see Taylor walking. You'll see the dancers walking in and out. You'll see Taylor at the end because she shows up in her cleaning cart, and then you'll see her leaving.
That's crazy.
Again, but for like $15, and you'll see like the screens in the back. But like $15 is $15. You know what I mean? But the third party sites are already like, yep, they're $3,000. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand all this. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
We just saw one of our friends go for $3,500 a piece on the floor.
Yeah, they were good seats though. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'd pay $500 to go see My Chemical Romance for the 10th time.
Yeah.
Literally, it'll be my 10th time too. It's so fucking meant to be. Like, what the fuck?
Crystal this weekend goes, I was like, hey, so my birthday's August 7th. Matt Rife is going to be in Cleveland August 10th.
Yeah.
So I have to I was going to be in Cleveland on my birthday, but instead I have to switch it out and go the week after. So go to Matt Rife. And I was like, did you get our tickets today? Literally today. I go, did you get our tickets? Cause it's me, her, Sarah, and Andrew. Did you get our tickets? And she's like, oh yeah. And then she's like, not me, wondering, okay, if I get these tickets, but then what if Taylor announces something? Girl. Bitch, just get the fucking tickets. We'll figure it out. If we have to go to London in August next year, it'll be fine, because I'll already be in town. We'll just go to Matt Wright first. What the fuck?
And then go there.
And then go to London. I don't know. What the fuck?
No, I get you. It's so funny, because it's also, perfect timing with Taylor ending and then my shit starting up right afterwards.
So I get to hear about it for 2 years.
Well, after the album, probably. You're right.
That's pretty much.
He's this how I sounded? No.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, but it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I still have my first My Chemical Romance t-shirt that I bought in 2004 at the show. So I'm
gonna win Christmas this year.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for that. But what are your socials so you can promote everything?
Hi. Cballs Comedy is my Instagram. That's CBALZ Comedy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Didn't think that one through when that first came about. No, it works. It's fine. Phyllis Vanillas, if you want to see my grotesque clowning.
It's beautiful.
Not very appealing.
I'll never forget the first time I saw you dressed as Phyllis Vanillas.
It's funny.
What was it?
I was because look, you're so pretty and you're so cute and you're so adorable. And then I went to a Tape Face show and then you showed up in Phyllis Vanillas and I was like, there's no way they're the same person. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job.
Oh, I forgot. On the way here, there was a car in front of me that had a window decal that said "Stay weird." I was like, it's a fucking sign.
It's so funny. No, it's So guys, go follow them. Like and subscribe on this, please.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. And
that's our Thanksgiving. We gotta, finish Thanksgiving stuff.
that was a great surprise.
Right? Yeah.
didn't even have one out.
But
Yeah.
yes, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Make sure you go like, and we will. Well, actually, you guys are gonna see us party. So
Yeah. There's gonna be videos of us partying. Yes, on this episode.
enjoy.
Bye.
The parking garage in the north lobby. It's nothing. So who's doing the south lobby? We are.
Oh no, it's an alien!
So that alien in your belly? Oh no!
What is that? Oh, it's fighting.
The line's over here.
Guys, come on in.
Wait. Waiting for the ladies. Waiting for the ladies. Ladies first.
Jesus Christ, why is it following me? Call of Duty, baby!